the mindset shift that unlocks God mode strength. Intro. Welcome back to Rise and Conqueror. Ever notice how two lifters, both busting their butts, can follow the exact same program, eat the same food, even sleep the same hours, yet one keeps adding plates to the bar while the other just camps out on a plateau for months? It's frustrating, right? The difference isn't the program, it's not some secret macro split, and it sure isn't the melatonin. Nope. It's a tiny 2-inch shift that happens right between your ears, before the bar ever leaves the floor. Today, I'm not just telling you about that shift, I'm handing it to you on a silver platter. Use it, and I promise you, those numbers will start moving. Ignore it, and you'll stay stuck, wondering why all that hard work just isn't enough. Ready to finally fix that? Let's dive in. Section 1. Name the enemy. Plateaus, man, they feel like quicksand. The harder you fight, the deeper you sink. You double down on effort, add extra sets, chase the perfect pre-workout cocktail, maybe even try some obscure training methodology you saw on Instagram. But then, you look at your logbook, and it just stares back, stubbornly unchanged. Most people naturally blame the program, or worse, their genetics. They throw their hands up and say, "Guess I'm just not built for this." But here's the kicker. That's not the real culprit. The actual problem, the hidden handbrake, is a faulty definition of failure. Think about it. If every missed rep feels like concrete proof that you're weak, that you're not good enough, your brain immediately slams on the emergency brake. It's a primal mechanism, protecting your identity, your ego. Your strength doesn't stall because your muscles suddenly quit. It stalls because the highly efficient, yet sometimes overprotective, governor in your head dials the throttle down to safe. It's saying, "Whoa there, big fella, don't risk looking bad." That internal protection, that fear of falling short, is what keeps you perpetually sub-maximal, never truly tapping into your reserves. It's a mental block masquerading as a physical limit. Section 2. The one-sentence shift. So, how do we dismantle that internal governor? Here's the mindset swap, the one-sentence shift that changes everything. Failure is data, not defeat. That's it. Simple, right? But profoundly powerful. Start treating every grindy rep, every set that doesn't quite hit the target, like a scientist treats a lab reading. It's neutral information. It's not a judgment on your character, your worth, or your potential. It's just feedback. Once failure stops being this heavy damning verdict on who you are as a lifter, or even as a person, something incredible happens. Your nervous system, no longer fearing an identity threat, keeps the taps open. Your motor units keep recruiting. Your body stays primed for growth. And your strength, consistently, keeps climbing. It sounds almost too easy, doesn't it? And in principle, it is. But rewiring that deeply ingrained reflex, the one that ties missed reps to self-worth, that's where the real work begins. It requires conscious effort to override years of conditioning. Section 3. Step 1. Redefine failure. Live all right, let's put this into practice. Next workout, grab a small notebook, or even just use your phone's notes app. When a set dies 2 reps shy of your goal, or you completely miss a lift, don't just shrug it off, or worse, beat yourself up. Instead, immediately write down 3 bullet points: what you felt, what you saw, and what you think happened. And here's the crucial part. Absolutely no adjectives like pathetic, weak, or embarrassing. No dramatic stories about how your childhood trauma is manifesting in your squat, just raw, objective observations. For example, felt, left glute not firing, slight tremor in triceps. Saw, bar path drifted forward, elbows flared. Think, only 5 hours sleep last night, forgot to brace properly. Over a month of doing this, you'll start to see undeniable patterns emerge, patterns stripped of all emotional drama. Maybe it's sleep quality, hydration levels, bar speed, or even life stress outside the gym. The minute failure becomes input, pure unadulterated data. Your subconscious stops protecting you from it. That protection, that hidden handbrake we talked about, is precisely what keeps you stuck, keeps you sub-maximal. You're no longer judging, you're analyzing, and that's a game changer. This practice builds mental discipline, allowing you to objectively assess challenges and adapt, much like strengthening willpower through self-control. Section 4, Step 2, Intention Overload.
Weight on the bar matters, absolutely. But here's a secret. The intention inside the muscle, the focused effort you bring to each rep, matters even more. Before your first warm-up set, take a moment. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and verbally state the job each lift is hired to do. Say it out loud. For instance, today, squats build explosive drive out of the hole. Or, this bench press is all about crushing lockout power with my triceps.
The auditory cue, that sound of your own voice declaring the purpose, locks your frontal lobe focus onto the specific target muscle group. It's not woo-woo, it's science. When the brain truly hones in, when you engage that powerful mind-muscle connection, EMG studies have shown up to 30% more fiber recruitment without adding a single plate. That's free strength, just hiding inside better, more deliberate focus. It's about maximizing every single rep, every single set. It's transforming a mindless movement into a purposeful strength-building act, engaging your mental discipline to enhance your physical output. Section 5. Step 3. Schedule discomfort. Your strength, your body, your entire system adapts to stress it hasn't met before. It's a fundamental biological principle. So, once your workouts start feeling a little too cozy, a little too predictable, it's time to consciously manufacture discomfort, the kind your body can't predict. This isn't about random torture or trying to injure yourself, it's about introducing controlled, intelligent challenges. Think about adding tempo, a 3-second eccentric, lowering phase on your deadlifts, or a 2-second pause at the bottom of your bench press. Swap out barbells for thick grip dumbbells for a few sets, forcing your grip and forearms to scream. Finish your session with a brutal farmer carry medley or some sled pushes that leave your lungs burning. The goal here isn't to randomly exhaust yourself, it's to provide novel stimuli that scream adapt or die to your system, but without wrecking your recovery. This is where mental toughness truly kicks in. Tell yourself, this is practice being comfortable while stretched. This phrase, repeated often, actually trains your amygdala, the part of your brain that sounds the alarm, to stop freaking out when the going gets spicy. It builds resilience, teaching your brain to interpret intense physical exertion not as a threat, but as an opportunity for growth. It's a powerful way to integrate physical training with mental discipline, pushing past perceived limits. Section 6. Step 4. Ritualize the reset. Hard training sessions, especially heavy ones, spike your cortisol levels and leave your mind buzzing with mental chatter. If that chatter lingers, if you're still mentally in the gym hours later, your next workout starts in a hole. Your central nervous system, your CNS, needs to recover just as much as your muscles do. That's why you need a deliberate reset. Build a simple, 5-minute ritual that clearly signals to your body and brain, session over, recovery, on. Mine looks like this: 60 seconds of slow, nasal breathing to calm the nervous system, followed by a 2-minute cold shower face dunk to shock the system and clear the mind, then 30 seconds of vigorous arm shaking to release residual tension, and finally, 90 seconds spent mentally listing things I'm grateful for. The key? Same order, every single time. Within just a couple of weeks, your brain will pair that specific sequence with downshifting from fight or flight to rest and digest. The result? Better physiological recovery, a fresher CNS, and ultimately, bigger lifts. This isn't just about physical recovery, it's a powerful tool for developing a disciplined mind and managing stress, making it easier to maintain focus and momentum for your next session. Section 7. Step 5. Stack micro wins. Your brain absolutely loves evidence that it's winning. It thrives on success no matter how small. So, between your heavy sets, or even as part of your warm-up, intentionally knock out a trivial win, something you have complete control over. 10 perfect push-ups off your knees, chugging a liter of water, doing 3 smooth hip cranks, or even just clearing your workout space. These aren't big, earth-shattering achievements. They're micro wins. But here's their magic. They dump dopamine into your system, reinforcing the identity of someone who executes, someone who follows through. Identity, my friend, drives behavior far more powerfully than any goal ever will. When your logbook finally shows that 5-pound jump on your squat, your system is already convinced, yep, I'm the type of person who hits what I aim at. I'm a winner. These small, consistent victories build self-efficacy and confidence, creating a positive feedback loop that fuels sustained effort and progress. It's about building habits that expand your discipline and reinforce a powerful self-image. If these steps resonate with you, if they just make sense, do me a huge favor. Smash that like button so the algorithm shows this to another stuck lifter who desperately needs this shift. And if you're committing to this reframe, comment "data not defeat" below. I personally reply to every single one. Section 8. Real-world walkthrough. Let's plug these 5 steps into a hypothetical bench press session. Your warm-up starts, and you immediately state your intention. Today, this bench press is all about triceps lockout power. You hit your work sets, aiming for 225 for 7 reps, but you only get 5. Instead of frustration, you grab your notebook. Data. Felt, elbows flared slightly, feet lost tension on rep 4. Saw, bar slowed significantly on rep 5. Think, only 5 hours of sleep last night, probably under-recovered from yesterday's deadlifts. That's it, pure data. For your next set, you decide to add some controlled discomfort, a 2-second pause and inch off the chest. Between sets, for a micro win, you knock out 20 perfect band face pulls. After the session, you immediately launch into your reset ritual. 60 seconds nasal breathing, 2-minute cold face dunk, 30-second arm shake, 90-second gratitude list. The following week, same weight, 225. And it's sales for 7 reps. Strength didn't magically appear. The governor in your head finally let the engine run at full throttle because you gave it the right instructions. You integrated physical training with mental discipline, and the results speak for themselves. Section 9. Common traps. Now this isn't foolproof, and there are a few common traps you'll want to avoid. Trap 1. Turning data collection into a self-roast session. Remember, the rule is no adjectives. Keep it clinical, objective. This isn't therapy, it's analysis. Trap 2. Chasing discomfort so hard you break your form, or worse, break yourself. We're talking progressive overload, not progressive stupidity. Smart discomfort, not random torture. Listen to your body and respect the line between challenge and recklessness. Trap 3. Skipping the ritual when you're busy or tired. That, my friend, is exactly when you need it most. That's when the cortisol is highest, when the mental chatter is loudest. If you slip up on any of these, don't beat yourself up. Just label the slip itself as more data, adjust and restart. Consistency, even imperfect consistency, is the key. Section 10. Plateau autopsy example. Let me tell you about a client of mine, a 30-year-old teacher. He was stuck at a 315-pound squat for nearly 14 months. We started by redefining failure. For 42 sessions, he meticulously logged his felt, saw, and thought data. A clear pattern emerged. His missed reps always occurred on weeks he coached evening parent-teacher conferences. Higher stress, later meals, disrupted sleep. The data was undeniable. We didn't change his program. Instead, we swapped his training schedule to mornings on those conference weeks, added his personalized reset ritual, and front-loaded his protein intake on those particularly stressful days. 4 weeks later, 320 pounds flew up. Same program, same genetics. But the governor had finally been released. He owned his emotional responses to stress and made constructive changes, demonstrating the power of a disciplined mind.
Section 11. The identity upgrade. The real magic, the lasting change, happens when strength gains don't just happen to you, but when they actively reinforce a new identity. You're not just a lifter, you're becoming the lifter. End every single workout by stating, out loud, one piece of evidence that proves you're becoming the kind of lifter who breaks barriers, who pushes limits. I am the type of person who stays calm under heavy weight. I am the type of person who learns from every challenge. Words spoken to your own ears hit different. Trust me.
Over months, that evidence piles up, that new identity hardens, and the internal governor, it retires. It's no longer needed because you've proven, through consistent action and self-talk, that you are capable, resilient, and unbreakable. That, my friend, is God mode. No ceiling outside the ones you refuse to question. It's the ultimate integration of physical and mental strength, where your mindset becomes your most powerful asset. If you've got a training partner who needs to hear this, share this with them so you both speak the same language of data, intention, and intelligent discomfort. While you're at it, hit subscribe. I drop a new mindset and strength video every Tuesday, packed with insights just like this. Remember this. The iron never lies, but it absolutely takes orders from the signal between your ears. It's not just about what you do in the gym, it's how you think about what you do. Redefine failure as feedback, not defeat. Lift with crystal clear intention, focusing your mind on every muscle fiber. Actively chase deliberate, intelligent discomfort to force adaptation. Ritualize your recovery, making mental and physical resets non-negotiable. And finally, stack those micro wins. building an undeniable identity of someone who consistently executes. Stack them long enough, and that frustrating plateau you're standing on right now won't be a barrier. It'll become the launch pad for the strongest, most resilient, most powerful version of you. Now get in there, turn that governor off, and unleash your God mode. It's waiting.